So if you are watching this recap, I'm just going to automatically assume you already know what happened in this last episode of Power. We are not going to sit here and wait all week for some of y'all who keep saying, I haven't seen it yet, I haven't seen it yet. Tough titties. If you haven't seen it yet, we're going to move on. It is Tuesday. It's been on for a couple of days now. We're moving on. First things first. I know that Ghost said nothing can stop him, and somebody clearly stopped him, but I assure you, Ghost is not dead. I am not going to sit here and believe for a second that Ghost is dead. Omari Hardwick is somewhere pop-locking as we speak, laughing at all these people who honestly believe that he's dead. All right, because at the end of the episode, the little thing before they talk about, okay, what's going to happen in January, it says, who shot Ghost? They didn't say who killed Ghost. It says who shot Ghost. I am not going to sit here and believe for a second that Ghost is dead. He is by far the most pivotal character in this show. Not to say that he could not get killed off later, and had this been the last episode, of course it would have made sense, but it is not. They have 5 more to go. So it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, for them to kill off basically the catalyst of the show, what keeps everybody motivated and going. They all have this vendetta against him, but I'm just not going to believe that they're going to try to run this show without Ghost. Okay? Now, before we get into this whole nothing can stop me, my goodness, I kept saying to myself, if Ghost say that shit one more time, he must have said it like 50 times. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing can stop me. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't say it no more. Just like I was so glad that I didn't have to hear the Queen's Child Project one more again. I was sick of hearing that too. So as you know, Ghost decided to get out of the game, right? He wants to be legit. He's turned legit. Now he wants to have a political career. So now he's no longer with Rashad. He is now working alongside that white lady, the white governor, Lorette. She offers him the role as lieutenant governor, as running as her lieutenant governor. Of course, she just wants the black vote, right? So Ghost is pretty happy about all of this, and he's happy about now he's falling in love with Ramona and all this other stuff. So he's just having kind of like this happiness, and you can kind of see where this episode is going, right? You can, even if you didn't know what was going to happen ultimately at the end of this episode, you can kind of see it's almost very predictable in the way that they set it up. It's all about Ghost. Ghost is talking to all these people from his past, right? Angela comes back to visit him, pretty much she approves of him moving on with Ramona, all this other stuff. He's getting everything he wants, that she could have never really been with him in the way he's moving, all of that. He's visited by Raina. He's visited by Kanan. He's visited by all these different ghosts, right? So you can kind of see as the episode is progressing how every time he runs into someone, he's telling them nothing can stop me. He looking, Rashad, he telling you a loser. You want never nothing. Nobody's going to stop me. Nothing can stop me. So you can kind of see that they are setting up the episode so that everybody has a bone to pick with Ghost, right? He's kind of righting this wrong, so to speak. He's cutting people off. He's cutting Tommy off, like, I'm going on without you. I got to leave you behind. He's telling Tasha, I'm sorry about all of it. I mean, he's basically just tying up the loose ends as he starts his new political career and hopefully a romantic relationship with Ramona, okay? Now, after all that's said and done, you can kind of see where this is going. And also, I got to say this. Of course, Sax he still got a hard on for Ghost. He wants to get Ghost by any means necessary. Even if that means basically what's happened to him is now he has put himself and compromised himself. And now he's being criminally charged because he compromised, this investigation, and he's no longer on the clock. He has been fired. Okay, and Tamika can't even save him at this point. She looked good, by the way. She really glowed up since she got fired. But anyway, this and Blanca, the other detective, she also got a hard on for Ghost. She's doing whatever she can do, even if that means compromising somewhat her career to nab Ghost, right? So everybody has it out for Ghost. And that's kind of how the episode is set up. While he keeps saying, nothing can stop me. No one's going to stop me. Oh my gosh, that got on my nerves so bad. But anyway, so, okay. This is where I'm about to go in on this whole episode and how ridiculous it was. Now, like I said, I see what Courtney Kemp was attempting to do. I do. I see she was trying to set the stage so that all of these different characters had a reason to want to shoot Ghost at the end of the episode. She set it up, right? Tommy, even though he sat there with Tommy while they were sitting, in the abandoned, wherever they was, factory or something like that, talking, Tommy knows that Ghost did not shoot Keisha. And then all of a sudden, they're getting shot at. We still don't even know who was shooting at Ghost and Tommy. They showed the guy on the floor, but who the hell was that? That was just so random to me. Who would have known that they were going to meet there in the first place? And who the hell was shooting at him? Okay. Then you have Tasha, which of course, Ghost went and basically, I'm sorry, Tasha. I'm leaving you. I'm sorry about all of this. I'm moving on. I'm pursuing this and this and this. Then Courtney, for whatever reason, like the writing is just, all of a sudden, after 2 seasons of Ghost protecting Tariq, he decides to just do a straight U-turn and decides, you know what? I think he should turn himself in. Once again, of course, giving Tasha a reason to kill Ghost, giving Tariq a reason to kill Ghost. I mean, the writing is just really bad. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going through all these characters as to what reason they may have had to shoot Ghost. Then, of course, you had Rashad Tate, who no longer is, Ghost is no longer working with him. Ghost basically tanked his political career, right? Remember the hot mic? Now all of a sudden, Rashad Tate has a reason to kill Ghost. Even though, to me, that's no reason to kill that man. So you're going to pretty much drown your entire livelihood to take out Ghost because you can no longer run because he tanked your political career. Like, I just think the writing was just really, really bad. Okay? Then, of course, Dre. Dre should have been dead ages ago. How is Dre still walking around and Ghost got shot? Somebody please help me understand why Dre is still alive and Ghost got shot. Like, seriously. So Dre he went from being a snitch, basically. He felt like he was going to be Jason's distro. But remember, Ghost took Jason out and tried to basically set it up so it looked like Dre killed Jason. And Blanca's sitting there with Dre. First of all, how is Dre, one moment, he is in orange. He's in the orange jumper, basically about to go down for the murder of Jason. And the next thing you know, you see him walking to the club, walking to Truth. Or no, he's driving to the Truth, ready to kill Ghost. I mean, it's just the most ridiculous thing how they decided to set this up. Dre has had more than 9 lives at this point. He should have been killed off by now. And so I'm still trying to figure out what on earth are they trying to do with that? Because how the hell did he get out of that? I know Blanca, whatever, but come on now. You know that wouldn't have never happened. And I do understand that you have to allow for some kind of Hollywood gimmicks to make it, kind of like exciting for everybody. Right? But still, come on now. You're looking at that and you're looking like, okay, Dre, you are literally in here. You have been surrounded by cops for the murder of Jason. And all of a sudden, you are now out on the street with a gun going to kill Ghost. What the hell? Seriously, y'all gonna have to help me understand that. And I know there's a lot of people that's not gonna like what I'm saying, but that's stupid. Calm the hell on. And then Tommy's boys that's in prison. Okay, Ghost uses Vincent to get a burner to, this name is 9-bit, 2-bit, whatever his name is. And they just happen to be in the same jail cell. They happen to be in the same jail cell, Tommy's old boys, just sitting there. Like, come on, please. So Saxe has a reason to kill Ghost, right? I mean, he basically lost his career over trying to chase this man. They had you thinking that he was going to kill himself, but of course he did not. He's going to kill Ghost. He's deciding, you know what? I'm going to jail anyway. I'm going to Truth. Tasha, upset by the fact that Ghost is now going to turn his son in, which again is a ridiculous thing that they decided to do with the writing. She's going to kill Ghost. Tommy, who again, I don't know why he's going to kill Ghost. That never made sense to me. He knows that Ghost did not kill Keisha. He said it out of his own mouth. We still don't know who was shooting at Tommy and Ghost. And all of a sudden, the next time we see Tommy, after him and Ghost was shot at, next time we see him, he walking to Truth. Rashad Tate is walking to Truth. Like, that is the most ridiculous thing to me. It's just stupid. It is so stupid. This writing is bad. It's really, really bad. It's just really, really bad. And Power did not start off like that. I have been watching Power since the beginning. And even when this season started and I saw that the writing was just like a little blah, I'm like, you know what? I got to stick with it because I'm not going to sit here and put all these years in just to like abandon it now, even though the writing is terrible. I'm going to see this through. And then when I found out that they have extended this season, so it'll come back in, I think, January 5th of 2020, I'm like, well, hell, they could have wrapped it up. They honestly could have wrapped it up. And so now we get to the point here. Who shot JR? Who shot Ghost? I'm just going to say JR because, I mean, honestly, that's how she's trying to put it out there. Now, I really I don't know, but I have some theories. I've seen some other theories. My man, he actually thinks it's Ramona, right? Now, there was a lot of people that want to shoot Ghost. You have Paz, that's Angela's sister. You got Sax, you got Tate, you got Tasha, you got Tariq, you got Tommy. It's so many people that want to take, and Dre, forget about Dre. I can't forget about Dre. All these people want to kill him. But there's some people out there, including my boyfriend, who says, you know what? It's probably none of them. He thinks it's Ramona. Like, Ramona had something to tell Ghost. Like, she had some stuff that she wanted to reveal to him, too. She came out of nowhere, right? And he thinking that she shot him. I personally don't think that's true. I don't think Ramona shot him. I just don't. And there's some people that also think that Tasha's little boyfriend, who came out of nowhere, who just pops up every now and then, shot Ghost. So that's another theory. I don't know. I honestly don't know who shot Ghost at this point. But what I do know is that they are not going to kill him off yet. All right. Now, if he dies eventually, okay, that could happen. But I don't believe he is dead. I just don't. And as much as I struggle with this, and I've always struggled with this when it comes to Ghost's character, as terrible as Ghost is as a person, as all the things you've thought about he's done, I actually have sympathy for him. And I think that the writing at one point made you, in my opinion, made you still kind of like this guy. Now, there's some people that just straight hate Ghost. But for whatever reason, I cannot hate him because even though he has done a lot of bad stuff, I've always felt like he's always tried to do what he thought was best in his mind for his family, even though technically it was for Ghost. Tariq technically is, as much as I hate Tariq, he was right in that sense, that everything Ghost has done has always been about him. And so he's always moved that way. And for whatever reason, I don't dislike him for that. I just don't. Now he's trying to change his life, change his everything he's done in his life. But technically, you know what? They always say, you know, everybody got a price to pay. You're going to pay on the front end, on the back end. And at this point, Ghost is going to pay on the back end because he's done too much wrong to try to all of a sudden go legit. He's done too much, right? And so this is where we are. And it's going to come back in January. But I don't know. This episode was just crazy to me. It really was. And I hope that the writing gets a little better, but I doubt it. So anyway, if you've seen this episode, let me know what you guys think. And let's discuss this. I'll see you.